This is Tuka. She's a husky, and she does not like bath time. I am bathing her today in our de-shedding shampoo. Then I spray her down in our vinegar water mixture, and I blow dry her with the high velocity dryer, and she sings me the song of her people. And yes, that is all of her hair on the wall behind her. After she is dry, I attempt to brush her out with my All Systems Slicker brush, but she is a very excitable dog. I de-shed her with the undercoat rake and the equi groomer. Tuka does not let me touch her paws, but I try at every appointment to see if we can have some progress. Then I use words to excite her to distract her when clipping her nails. I only got 3 done, and she told me she had enough. I spray her in our blueberry cologne, and she is all done, looking beautiful. She is getting better at every appointment. This is Hank. He's a golden retriever, and his owner likes to tell us that sometimes Hank can be a little bit weird. I bathed him in our de-shedding shampoo, and then I rinsed him off. He gets on the table, and he forgets that he knows how to stand. As the table goes up, he gets very concerned and begins to slide. Then he realizes he does know how to stand, and we fully blow dry him. He doesn't like it much, so he faces the wall. After that, I brush him with my coral brush and my undercoat rake. I clip his nails, and I tidy up his very hairy paws. I shave out his paw pads, and then I do some doggy detailing. I tidied up his chest using my sea comb, and then I rounded up his ears. I do some blending, spray him in our jelly bean cologne, and Hank is all finished, looking handsome. We love his weirdness. I always expect sassiness when working on a Maltese dog. This is Murphy, and this is his second appointment with me. I bathed him in our bright white shampoo, and then I washed his face in our blueberry facial. After that, I fully rinse him down, and then I towel him dry. I blow dry him with the high velocity dryer, and a lot of you have asked how we dry their faces. I remove the happy hoodie, and then I stand back with the dryer and watch their adorable face and ears blow in the wind. And after he is completely dry, it's time for his haircut. Murphy isn't afraid to give me a piece of his mind. He is an unaltered male dog, so he likes to get a little bit testy with me, if you know what I mean. I'm shaving his body and his legs down in my number 7. The first time I groomed him, he was all talk and no action. That's why he's not wearing a muzzle. I trust that he's not actually going to bite me.
You're being mean. Hey! Ow! That was a good one!
But this time, his bites got harder and harder until it was not safe, so he has to wear the muzzle. I'm taking his head down in my 3 3/4, and then I trim up his eyes. After that, I tidy up his beard, and then I trim the ends of his ears. I assume he is going to get upset with me again when I clip his nails. He was good for the back feet, but when it comes to the front feet, that's a whole new ballgame. He tried to bite again, so when working on his front feet, I have him muzzled for both of our safety. And after that, I spray him down in our Sweet Petals cologne by iGroom, and he is all finished. He has us fooled with his adorable face. How could anybody stay mad at him? This is Charlie Sparkles and her little sister, Nora Jones. Charlie is a poodle and Yorkie mix, and she is 10 years old. And Nora is a Yorkie and a Maltese mix, and she is 1 year old. After their bath, we fully blow dry them. For the first 9 years of Charlie's life, she was convinced that all other dogs should be dead. That was until she met Nora Jones, and all of a sudden her black little heart was full again. I shaved them in my 3 3/4 blade, and then I clipped their nails. Charlie is a veteran at grooming, so she knows the drill. For the first few months of Nora's life, she was very mean to me, but we have now come to a mutual understanding. I see them on an 8-week schedule. I trim up their faces, and today I am spraying them down in my Sweet Petals cologne by BioGroom, and it smells amazing. They are all finished, looking adorable. After they are finished with grooming, they are reunited on the floor together. Sometimes a young dog can turn an old dog into a puppy again. I never thought I'd see the day where Charlie liked another dog. It's time to give Lucy, the miniature golden doodle, her teddy bear cut. I am bathing her in our dirty dog shampoo. She's looking extra cute in her happy hoodie while I blow dry her. I'm taking her body down today in my 3 3/4, and I'm taking her legs and her head down today in my 5/8" comb attachment. After that, I clip her nails, and then I shave out her paw pads. I'm giving her feet a nice round look, as well as her ears. After that, I tidy up her very long bangs, and then I do some blending. I spray her down in our jelly bean cologne, and this adorable girl is all finished. It's so easy to make a dog this cute when they are this incredibly well behaved. Thank you for your patience, Lucy. Daisy's owners warned me that she can be aggressive for grooming. This is her first appointment with me. I'm starting her groom without the muzzle so I can give her the benefit of the doubt. As soon as I realize that she's starting to spin to bite me is when I have to stop to put on the muzzle. After placing her in the muzzle, I realized that she was turning to bite me still. And although she can't actually bite me, she could injure herself by hitting the clippers. So for both of our safety, I place her in the groomer's helper. This will prevent her from being able to spin around and grab the clipper. She really did not like having her legs shaved. I noticed when shaving over this leg that I actually shaved a tick that was attached to her in half. You'll notice the area start bleeding. This is actually the blood coming from the tick. She also did not like having her face shaved. It was clear she did not like the noise from the clipper, so instead I used my scissors. She still wasn't as fond of it, but she was far more relaxed than she was with the clipper. After that, we bathed her in our bright white shampoo. You will notice the spot on her shoulder where I pulled the tick off that has some bleeding. This is not an injury from a clipper. This is actually caused from me pulling the tick from her skin. And today, Daisy is getting something special as requested by her owner. She is sitting in our pink shampoo from Opaws. And after we have rinsed her off, it's time for the blow dryer. She was very well behaved for anything that did not involve the clipper. I left a little bit of hair on her chin so that I could hold her while I completed her face trim. I'm doing her face first before the rest of her body. That way, if she gets upset with me while I'm shaving her body, her face is already completed. I placed her back on the groomer's helper with a muzzle while I complete her shave. The owners told me she preferred the Dremel, but I found that she was much easier to do with the clippers. This made it even more obvious that she does not like the sound of the vibration. After that, I tidied up her paw pads. I sprayed her down in our Sweet Petals cologne by iGroom, and she is all finished looking so pretty in pink. This is Opaws shampoo, which is a temporary color that will come out after a couple of washes. This is Milo. He is a chocolate Labrador, and this is his first grooming appointment with me. Before anyone fat shames Milo, he has a toddler at home, which means he is now his owner's own personal vacuum cleaner, which is just the way Milo likes it. Today I am bathing him in our Shed Control shampoo by Groomer's Choice. After his bath, I fully rinse him down, and then I towel dry him. And Milo's favorite part is coming up next. It seems this adorable land seal really enjoyed the blow dryer. I think he is wondering what exactly he did to deserve this royal treatment. After he is dry, I de-shed him using the Equi groomer, and he gives me some love. He was a little bit nervous while I clipped his nails. And then in order to clean his ears, I take my Nature's Choice ear cleaner and pour that on a makeup pad, and then I wipe them out clean. Once he is finished, I spray this adorable chocolate cake down with some Sweet Petals cologne by iGroom, and this handsome dude is ready for the red carpet. This is Frodo. He is a young lab, and he requires some specialty treatment during his grooming appointment. I bathe him in our walk-in shower because I found that Frodo becomes fearful if he's high up, so he is not a fan of my bathtub. For this reason, I also keep him low on the ground when I blow dry him. In the past, Frodo would try to jump off the table and go ballistic the second I turned the dryer on. But now, with him low to the ground and me sitting next to him for moral support, he is much more calm. After he is dry, I give him some treats because I know that nail clipping is going to be a bit of a challenge. Naturally, he's a Labrador, so he's a messy eater. The treats did the trick, and today, clipping his nails was painless. After that, I de-shed this hairy beast using my equi-groomer. Labradors were originally bred for hunting purposes, and today they are one of the most popular companion pets in the world. I spray him down in our Sweet Petals cologne, and this very shiny boy is all finished. As a groomer, it is my job to get to know each individual client and find out what works best to keep them comfortable. Every now and then, I groom live stuffed animals with a face of an angel and a mouth like a shark. This is Ginger. She's a 1-year-old Shih Tzu, and she has a very full of poop attitude. No biting. This is Fredo. He is your average dramatic husky, and as he tries to escape the bathtub, he teaches me the lyrics to his anthem. He's pretty convinced that I must be bathing him in acid. And after he has given my floor a shower, he is equally convinced that I am trying to smother him with the towel. I am spraying him down today in our Quicker Slicker quick drying spray. And obviously he was Alfredo. But Fredo was saving the best for last. He was hitting higher notes than Ariana Grande herself. I swear at some points he was screaming "Help me" and "Mama." Or maybe he just thought he was trying out for American Idol. For me, the most impressive part was that he showed me that he could not only sing, but he could swim at the same time. And now that I am hearing impaired, I brush him out with my slicker brush, and apparently a wire brush is far less scary than a soft towel. I de-shed him using the equi-groomer, but because he is still young, he is not shedding much coat. After that, I shave out his paw pads, and I sprayed him down in our Mango Tango cologne. And this dramatic boy is all finished, and if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go check on those hearing aids that I ordered. This is the Wrecking Ball Hudson. He flies into my shop, knocking over anyone and anything in his path. But the second he gets into the bathtub, he turns into a statue. If you met Hudson, you would be hard-pressed to believe that he is this well-behaved for grooming. He is a young golden doodle, and before I dry him, I spray him down in our quick dry spray. Hudson knows he's fabulous and will only settle for top-notch spa treatment. I am taking his body down today in my number 3 blade, and I'm taking his head down in my 5/8" comb attachment. After that, I give him his manicure, and then I shave out his paw pads. I turn them into perfectly sculpted fluffy clouds, and this fine gentleman remains perfectly still as I trim out the corner of his eyes and round up his adorable face. I trim the ends of his ears, and I spray him down in our exotic orchid cologne. And now Hudson is ready to bulldoze his way through my shop. This is the unimpressed Mazie. She's a 3-year-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and I see her every 8 weeks for grooming. As I blow-dry her, she is giving me looks of disbelief. After this inconvenience is over, I take her body down in our 5/8" comb attachment, and then I clip her nails. I complete this princess's manicure, and then I shave out her paws using my 30 blade. I tidy up her signature Grinch feet, and here is the before and after. And I trim her ears into the desired Karen look. I spray her down